evening, guys. Welcome to my channel. And tonight I'm gonna make our dinner, and I thought I'd show you. I'm making a Camembert and truffle hot pot. This is a HelloFresh recipe that we've made previously, but I'm gonna adapt a little bit to the ingredients we have here. I'm gonna show you our version, how I make it. It's really easy. And it's super tasty, and it's a nice date night option. So we're having it on our Saturday night. So when this is in the oven, I'm going to go upstairs, have a shower, put some makeup on, and make myself presentable, as I haven't done that in weeks, and pop a bottle of red wine, and we're going to enjoy it. So here we go. So here are the ingredients you need. I'm not sure if I've got the right quantities of everything. I kind of make up as I go, but we've got leeks, carrots, mushrooms. These are chestnut mushrooms, that you could use any others, and also probably a variety of mushrooms would be nice for this dish. We've got some potatoes, some creme fraiche, some camembert, rosemary and thyme, garlic, and then I've just got some frozen kale that I had in the freezer because I wanted some greens to check into it. So I'm just starting by peeling my potatoes and popping on some water to boil so that I can boil those potatoes before they go into the hot pot. Next up, I'm just going to slice my potatoes. I chose to use 4 big potatoes here because I wanted a lot in there, but you could use less or more depending on your preferences. Next, I'm just going to chop up some veg. So I've opted to put leeks, carrots, kale and mushrooms in this hot pot, but you could choose something else if you wanted to. And I'm not too worried about getting them really small because I like all of these vegetables. But if you're cooking this for a family and maybe kids don't like vegetables, you could always chop these up super small, and then they probably wouldn't even notice because they all get mixed in together anyway. So I'm just chopping up those leeks. I did actually end up adding another half leek because I really like the flavour of leek and I wanted to add some more. I'm just cutting up some carrots. Well, actually I think I do 2 small carrots here. I think I did one off camera as well maybe. So I'm just chopping those up. I'm halving them and then quartering them just so they're nice and small and they cook easily. So I'm just going to add some oil to the pan, let that get hot, and once it's hot I'm going to add my ingredients that I chopped up earlier. So the leek, the carrots, I also chopped mushrooms, I also chopped some garlic which I didn't show. Here's me chopping the mushrooms. So you could actually add lots of different mushrooms in here, so you could get some portobello mushrooms and maybe some button mushrooms or shiitake. I think that would be really nice to have a bit of a variation of mushrooms, but I just used these chestnut mushrooms because that's what I had in. The original recipe I used did come with a mushroom paste, but I didn't have that this time, and the recipe still tasted delicious. So I just think lots of mushrooms is just as good as the mushroom paste, so don't skimp on the mushrooms. Just to show you, I've drained my potatoes, and now I'm going to add some kale. I just used this because it was the only green I had in the house, but you could add spinach or cabbage or something like that. So I'm just sauteing that with the rest of the food. I also added in some garlic here, and also some seasoning, so salt and pepper. And now I'm going to add some creme fraiche. So I added about half of this tub. You could add more if you wanted it really, really creamy. And also if you wanted to double up the recipe, you'd obviously double the veg and add the whole tub of creme fraiche, but this was enough for us. And actually this makes the recipe super, super delicious, so please don't skimp out on this. You could always buy light creme fraiche if you wanted to try and reduce your calories, but I wouldn't miss this step. Okay, so here's the finished mix bubbling away. I've just layered some potatoes on the bottom of my pot, so I'm using a cast iron pot, and then I'm adding my mixture on top of that. And then I just lay the rest of the potatoes on top. So I actually did a lot of potatoes here, probably more than I needed, which is why I put them on the bottom as well. But if you just did a few less, then you just put them on the top, and that would be sufficient carbohydrates for this, I think. Okay, so now we're just going to chop up the camemberts. It's the last bit of food prep we're going to do, roughly into 2 centimetre chunks. You could do it smaller or bigger if you liked it. If you don't like camembert, you could use brie here, or if you're really a big cheese fan, you could use something like blue cheese if you fancied, or maybe a smoked cheese. So then you just layer that on top, just pitting it around randomly so that each little bit gets a big chunk of camembert. And actually this was a really nice amount because we both got quite a lot in our meal, which was super yummy. Okay guys, so I've finished layering it. I've put potatoes on the bottom and top and the mixture in between. Then I've chopped up a whole camembert and put that on top, and I've just sprinkled some salt, pepper, rosemary and a little bit of truffle powder just because I had some left over in the cupboard. I'm going to put this in now for about 20 minutes and then the hot pot should be done. So I've had a shower, I got dressed. I didn't wear fancy clothes, but I put on clean clothes, so that's the main thing. And my makeup, which was nice to do because I haven't done it in so long, and I kind of forgot how to do it, so I got a bit heavy on the foundation, but hey ho. And I think dinner is ready, so I'm gonna go and take it out of the oven now. Okay, so the dinner is done. I'm just opening a bottle of wine now for me and Joe. I went for a Tempranillo from Lidl. This was actually pretty cheap. So I'm just opening that, pouring out us a glass each, and then I think we're both going to have our dinner. This was a super yummy recipe. I'd highly recommend. It didn't take too long to prep. I'd say probably an hour in total with the cooking as well. So perfect for a date night on a Saturday or something like that when you've got a little bit more time. And to be honest, ingredients wise, it wasn't that expensive. The camembert I bought was £1 from Lidl, and all of the other ingredients were really household ingredients, so leeks, carrots, potatoes. You don't need to add things like truffle powder at all. That was just something that I had in the cupboard. So please give this a go, guys, and let me know how you think it tastes. Obviously, I can't take credit for this recipe. It's a HelloFresh recipe that I have adapted, but I would highly recommend giving it a go. So once again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my videos. Please like it if you haven't already. That really helps my channel. And if you can do, I would love it for you to subscribe. I'll be doing more videos like this in the future, some food hauls, some more vlogs. So please keep an eye out on my channel, and I hope to see you soon. Bye guys, and thank you for watching.